Once again, Britain shows its ugly colours as we have another horrible, heinous crime on our streets as we go to Sheffield. A 16-year-old boy is fighting for his life as he was shot. I can't believe I'm saying this. Our thoughts, our prayers are with this boy, hoping he can pull through, his family, his community. But this needs to be spoken about. This is True Rep Media, the channel that speaks, exposes, and lives the truth, and the truth must be heard. And today's truth is this. I've been talking about gun crime, the rise of gun crime in the recent weeks. You can look on my channel and see these types of incidents. And now we have a teenager, a 16-year-old boy at the heart of this. It's truly, truly saddening. What has our country come to? How broken are we? And who is to blame? That's where the questions need to be asked. Who is to blame? I'm going to give you the full details of everything that we know about this shooting, everything we know about what has happened and why this must be revealed. If you are new around here, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, hit the like and your comments on this one. And as I said, the main thing about this is the victim and the family, and our thoughts are with them. So the details. This happened late last night, and this is being covered actually widespread by the mainstream media, and they are covering this. But I'm going to give you details of the reports of what you can see and what you can know about it. Okay, so boy 16 fighting for his life after shooting. There's been no further update for the last hour of what's gone on here, so I am waiting to hear more news. A 6-year-old boy is in life-threatening condition after being shot in a street in Sheffield. South Yorkshire Police said it was called to London Road area about 5:15 on Monday, with the boy taken to hospital after suffering an injury consistent with a gunshot. The road was closed from the junction of Sitwell Place to the Crowther Place turnoff, and the detective chief inspector Emma Knight, the senior investigating officer, said, "This is a terrible incident that's left the boy fighting for his life, and I know those in our community will be deeply concerned. I want to assure residents that a dedicated team of officers and staff are working tirelessly to understand the circumstances that led to this attack and to trace those responsible." And you can see patrols there. That's today. That's as of the moment. Speaking late on Monday night, officers said they expected local disruption on the road networks while forensic investigations continued. We need you to work with us and provide any information you have. This is not acceptable on our streets, so we must work together. And this is the concern I always say. We once again have a situation where quite possibly we have a criminal out on our streets, not detained, not any evidence or clue or footage of what's going on. And so many of these shootings videos that I've done, this is the same story. Gunshots, people seen with firearms, but have no idea who it is or what it is. We can't speculate on the story. We have no idea the crossover of this story. But the time again is the thing that scares me. 5:15, 5:15. It's not even late at night. Many people would have been about, finishing their work, their commute, going to shops, clubs, activities. Absolute madness right now. Bit of footage to show you as well. This is the current scene and scenario. We're seeing police forensic evidence looking to try and establish any DNA, any gun shrapnel, anything that can give them help in determining what has happened. And that is them doing a toe-to-toe swoop of the area of where the gunshot was. And hopefully the forensic teams come back with something there. But it's really saddening. These things have been cropping up recently. These things have been cropping up. As I said, I've been looking at some gun violence in Liverpool of recent times. What's happening to our country? It is broken Britain, and someone needs to be held accountable. And this is a horror story in itself. I don't know what more we can do as a nation, but to sort this out. Now, one final update that I have is that people talk about, what is the area like? What is this street like? If you are from Sheffield, then please do let us know if this account goes to it. But look, A local worker said the area is not dangerous. It's sad. It's just really bad. Dad Jason told Yorkshire Live, I wouldn't know what to do myself. It was my lad. I don't think it's an unsafe area. We haven't had much like this happening around here. And again, yesterday I reported about the Congolese national who killed someone, murdered someone, stabbing him through the heart in Norwich, Norfolk, a very quiet place. So it's not just these Londons and Birmingham where we're having this violence. Liverpool, many towns, many cities are experiencing this same violent epidemic on our streets. And so finally, again, when we get more information and we're waiting, and as I said, I've got a live feed here of any further information. This was an hour ago. Okay, this was an hour ago. A Home Office spokesperson said the shooting of a teenage boy in Sheffield yesterday is truly shocking, and our thoughts are with him and all those affected. It serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of youth violence. We're working with the police and the National Crime Agency to ensure we have the right laws, intelligence, detection, enforcement capabilities to tackle the threat posed by gun crime. This is a massive statement from the Home Office, to be honest. That they are now basically alluding to the people, which is what I've heard says, that there is a gun epidemic rising. And again, I will have someone comment on here, this was in the 80s, this was in the 90s, this is what Liverpool, I've had a lot of people tell me about the Liverpool gun crime that's existed. Well, this is 2025, and it feels like it's on the rise even more so, and there's more exposure. And still, probably the same back then, there's not enough accountability. How have we had someone being shot, and yet we haven't got anyone detained? We don't know who the person is. And I think that point, again, from the Home Office is really clear. We need to have the right laws, intelligence, detection, because we've got someone who's made, as I just said, who's committed a crime. We don't have anything on them. The impact of youth violence, again, can't speculate. We don't know if it's, a innocent stumble. We don't know if this is part of gang crime. It's all speculation. But what isn't speculation is that we have a teenager, a 16-year-old, who is either in his last year of secondary school or was just recently a school leaver, who's fighting for his life. Sorry, bless me. Fighting for his life. And that, for those of you who have children, like that person said to the Yorkshire Live, if that was his lad, he wouldn't know what to do. To those of you who have children, imagine knowing that your child was shot, fighting for their life. And it's quite hard to take in, quite hard to imagine, because gun violence shouldn't be happening. This is not America. We don't have the right to carry arms. We don't have laws and, scripture to tell us that carrying arms is okay. And when you hear this stuff in America, as I always have said, us in the UK, we've normalized gun crime in America as something that's part and parcel of the news, the devastation you hear. Not that it's right, but I always say this. When I see someone being shot in the UK, or someone dying from a gunshot, or someone fighting for their life, it does throw me back, because this is not what our country is known for. This is not what our country can be, and this is not something we can stand for. So all those politicians, all those law enforcements, you must do more to tackle this. Don't let this become an epidemic. We have a knife one. Don't let this happen. Save our streets, save our children, save our people, save our communities. If you like this type of content, smash a like, get in the comments, share this one around. Thank you for your time. I'm out of here. Ta-da.